Some time ago, we had new features being released to the game, the so-called alliance buildings. There are 4 of them: the warehouse, the defense tower, the war camp, and the banner. Now let me give you my 2 cents on which ones are important and which ones are not. So the alliance defense tower, for starters. That is a building that, if it's being built, it will give an instant 12-hour truce to all your members. After that, it will not, and it will have a cooldown. So this is like an emergency feature if your kingdom is being invaded and you want your alliance members to be protected for at least 12 hours, so they have time to then put up the personal bubbles. Second one, you can see we also didn't build it, is the alliance war camp. What will it allow? It will allow the people who have the honor token to put in troops, and those troops can be used in specific rallies against environmental features like camps, the rebel camps, and also against the dragons, the brave companion ones, those things. However, if you are already strong as an alliance, you really don't need that. It's a nice feature to have for a starter alliance, but if you have a strong alliance, it's not really needed. Now here we have one which you can see my alliance did build, the alliance banner. Here it is. And it's a nice feature to have because it will give you instance and bonus. In our case, it's an additional hospital healing speed up by 5%. Every bit helps. But the best thing, I think, is the warehouse. Let's have a look at the warehouse. The warehouse will allow you to store 10 billion items of each, and it just functions as a regular warehouse that when you transport stuff to this warehouse, you pay the 7% bill. However, if you transport things back from this warehouse to your account, you do not pay this bill. So that's already an advantage over the regular banking system. Also, this system has an, let's say, automatic bubble, and when it's on the map, it cannot be attacked by any enemy alliance, which is good to have, so you not have to worry so much about the bubble on the regular bank. If it would go down, that bank would be raided. This one cannot. This bank, however, though, can only be on the current kingdom and cannot go to the other kingdom. So let's have a look at the storage. Here there are several features. You can see how much each person put in the bank. You can never see how much you pulled out of the bank. Now let's have a look at myself. Here I am, and you can see that my resources what I sent this week was 11 million gold and 96 million iron. I can also see how much I did in total, which is some more. So it's nice to see how much everyone is sending. The limit though on 10 million, it's high for small alliances, but whenever you end up with high-end alliances, that limit will not be enough. You already can see, for instance, here that the wood is very high, it's already almost near the threshold, so I would really love to see this go up higher. Maybe pay a little bit more of the alliance resources that you need for these, because these ones do require that you spend some of your alliance supplies. But if this limit could be increased, it would be good to have. So we have 4 buildings. Which one do I like the most? Well, as you can see, the warehouse, because it will give you that nice additional feature of sending to a building which doesn't require a bubble, and also you cut down on the fees sending from the warehouse to the player, and you can also see how much you have sent to this building, and you don't really need any privileges which you normally would have for a bank. And it's a great building to build first. So I would really first focus on stocking this warehouse if you have it, and then later on the bank. That of course depends if you want to stay in this kingdom. If you plan on relocate, I would say invest a little bit more in your regular bank system.